Good evening. Welcome to the 53rd Annual Academic Recognition Program for The Ohio State University at Marion. This is the premier event of the year, which closes out the 66th year of Ohio State courses in Marion and the 55th year on our beautiful campus. I'm Greg Rhodes, Dean and Director of The Ohio State University at Marion. It's my pleasure to welcome you here this evening and to kick off our program. So one small housekeeping item, please make sure your phones are silent for the enjoyment of everyone this evening. There are only 6 campuses of The Ohio State University that are found worldwide, and one of them is right here. Our mission is to bring top-flight university education to this area with Ohio State faculty, Ohio State staff, and Ohio State opportunities for our students. From 1957 to today, and then on into the future, Ohio State Marion benefits from the tremendous support of the community and from the achievements of our students as we grow and improve and bring more university education opportunities to this region. Unfortunately, during this academic year, we lost some valued members of our Buckeye community. Please refer to your programs to learn about their contributions to our campus. And please join us in a moment of silence in memory of our friends. Thank you. Before we get tonight's program fully underway, I have a few additional recognitions to mention. On Thursday, students presented examples of their undergraduate research activities at a colloquium held in the library. There was some wonderful research shown by those students, and those of us who had a chance to walk through were truly impressed. Earlier today, a ceremony was held recognizing students on this campus who have graduated recently or are graduating this spring, we hope. Members of the Ohio State University at Marion's Advisory Board, a few of whom are here this evening, help guide the campus and show their support for Ohio State Marion in many ways. Let's applaud those members who are here this evening. As you will see, a number of this evening's awards have donors' names associated with them. And some of those donors, family members, or representatives are here with us this evening. Please join me in a round of applause in appreciation of these campus members. Thanks go to Amy Erickson, Shelley Shirk, John Meharry, and all the staff and faculty who put in many hours of work considering the accomplishments of our students who've been nominated for honors, reviewing class essays, and creative works submitted for awards, and organizing and preparing for this evening program. Thank you everyone who is engaged in making this happen tonight. And thanks to all the faculty and staff of Ohio State Marion who are here this evening. You will see some presenting awards, but all are here to help honor our students' accomplishments. Our faculty and staff are dedicated to providing the best possible university education through their roles as teachers, as advisors, and as helpers in all the complex activities needed to make the university function. I'd like to ask the faculty and staff who are here today to stand so we might recognize them. Thank you. Special thanks to the family members and friends here this evening who've come to celebrate and support the academic achievements of you and our students. So students, you better give your friends and family a round of applause. So I'm almost done, I promise. Just 2 more recognitions to mention. A number of faculty and staff are retiring this summer. They're listed in your programs, but I want to name them for you as well. Sean Jackson, Stuart LaShawn, Mary Jo Monday, Linda Parsons, and Ron Turner. For those on this list who are here, please stand so we may appreciate faculty. They've received Distinguished Teaching Awards this semester. Francis Sivikoff was awarded the Ohio State University 2024 Alumni Award for Distinguished Teaching. And Amy Tibbles was selected as the winner of the 2024 Provost Award for Distinguished Teaching by a lecturer. Amy, Francis, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you. Well, just about enough listening to me. Here we go. Let's turn to the reason we're here this evening, our students, as we recognize and honor them with awards for their superior academic achievement. We do recognize the academic achievements of students in many ways during the course of the year. When a faculty congratulates a student for a particularly fine paper or test, when they review their progress with an academic advisor, or when they receive a Dean's List letter. But tonight's program is special because we have the opportunity to recognize our students' achievements publicly in the presence of their family and friends. So now it's my pleasure to introduce and turn the program over to Amy Tibbles, whose day job is teaching English and supporting students in the Writing Center, but who this evening carries the awesome responsibility of holding everything together and keeping it on task. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the 53rd Annual Academic Recognition Program at The Ohio State University at Marion. And I just need to tell you that this is not only an exciting evening for me, and thank you so much for that wonderful recognition, but I think it's only fair that we take 1 second to draw your attention to the first name listed under the retirees, and that would be our Dean, Greg Rose. And while he didn't want any fanfare, we cannot let this evening pass without applauding his 20 years of being the Dean here at The Ohio State University at Marion. So can we please put our hands together and thank him? Students for their commitment to education and hard work and to celebrate their academic achievements. In other words, students, this is your night to shine. And we all know what that means. Okay, seriously though, just like on April 8th, where everyone stopped to take notice of something wonderful, today, we take a moment to focus on your achievements. Just look around the room at all of those who are here to applaud your accomplishments. From the deans, trustees, faculty and staff, to family, fellow students, and friends, you are surrounded by people who are here rooting for you, proud of your achievements, and here to celebrate you. You would think that since we're celebrating, that this hard work is done. However, the reality is we are down to crunch time in the semester. And you know what that means? Finals and papers and projects. Oh my! But we don't want crunch time to eclipse the totality of your hard work. So we will pause to let you really bask in and reflect on your accomplishments for the year. Tonight is the night to stop and look around in awe at your own something wonderful, your progress that you have made and the achievements you have earned. A job well done. You won't even need to put on the special one. Yeah. On behalf of the faculty at OSU Marion, we are very proud of you, our students, and of all your accomplishments. Tonight, we will see the evidence of many of the strengths of our Marion campus. The pursuit of excellence in academics and scholarship, the drive to achieve our goals, and the spirit of our culture of caring. And again, I just have to make a few little quick things that I want to, again, please ask you to silence your phone. If we do hear your phone, you're going to get sent to the principal. So anyway, silence your phone. And then also, if you have a student who is being honored and you would like to move forward to the front of the auditorium and take a picture, please feel free to do so. And then, of course, don't forget to stay afterwards because the lobby, we have some light refreshments. So all of that is going to be there for you afterwards. But right now, I'd like to kick our show off. I shouldn't say show, our program. Well, okay. Our program off with Dr. Lita Camacho Cotero to present the World Language Award.
Buenas tardes. Buon pomeriggio. Buon appetit. Jana Wema. Masa Alheri. Dobar den. Guten Tag. Good afternoon. The World Language Award was created by the Foreign Language Faculty of the Ohio State University of Maryland in order to recognize students who have demonstrated outstanding ability in languages other than English. Students who have enrolled in on-campus language courses are chosen for this award based on their academic performance, grade point average, and participation in extracurricular activities related to the learning of foreign language and culture. During 2023 and 2024 academic year, American Sign Language, Spanish, and Swahili were taught at OSU Maryland. This award is funded through the Ohio State Marion Babbage Honors Fund, which recognizes the generosity of the late Robert and Marion Babbage, in whose name the scholarship fund was established. The recipient in each language will receive a $100 award applied to this semester's tuition. The winners should come to the stage when their names are announced. So, and the winners are, in American Sign Language, Maria Isabel Wong. In Spanish, Sarah Nicole Holbrook. And in Swahili, Akeika Michelle Jenkins. And now I have the pleasure to introduce my colleague, Katie Rath, who is going to present the Environmental Citizenship Award.
Hello, good evening. The Environmental Citizenship Award was created by the Ohio State University Prairie Advisory Committee to recognize students who demonstrate environmentally related causes. Faculty, staff, and students are encouraged to nominate students for this award. This year's winner of the award began helping out at our campus Prairie before he even became a student at this campus. After 2 years as an intern with the Marion County Parks, last summer he was quick to identify invasive plants growing in the Prairie Pond and remove it on his own. It's this enthusiasm, expertise, and leadership that he has brought to campus during the last year as a student worker at the Prairie. It's evident he cares tremendously about the campus, and he has passionately worked to revitalize our Prairie and also to help our campus community's ecology. It is with great pleasure that I would like to give this year's Environmental Citizenship Award to the very deserving Jonah Goldberg. to introduce Dr. Ben Porval, who will be presenting the Digital Media Award.
Hi, everybody. So yes, my name is Ben McCorville. I'm one of the English professors here on campus, and I'm presenting the OSU Marion Digital Media Composition Award. This is an award we give out annually to the single best instance of student-produced digital composition from the Marion campus, and it's in honor of the long-lived legacy of working with computers and other digital devices to create creative work of all types. Submissions are produced as part of coursework in a particular class or produced independent of coursework. Examples of submissions include flash animation, visual compositions or audio compositions, short videos, digital literacy biographies or narratives, websites or blogs, and that list is not exhaustive. Works produced either alone or collaboratively will be considered. Each year, the winner receives a $100 prize, and entries are judged by a panel of judges unaffiliated with this campus. Basically, people I know. This year's winner, before I announce it, it is an untitled mini album that's accompanied by some visual components as well. It actually came out of a class that I taught, a digital media composing class. So go me. And here's what the judges had to say about it. One judge said, the music here is a highly polished collage of samples, bridging hip-hop, jazz, and pop culture references into a hypnotic, vibey experience. The visual accompaniment brings a layer of cohesion to the composition, echoing the same laid-back feel of the audio. And the other judge, probably more eloquently, says, this is just one of the coolest student projects I've seen or listened to in a long time. So the winner with this untitled mini album is Adrian Achimpong. And I don't know if he is here or not. You are here. And we're going to play an excerpt and embarrass him for a brief moment.
And my favorite color is green. Hi, my name is Kevin, and I have a cat named Tiger. Hi, my name is Kevin, and I love finger painting. Admittedly, that last one is kind of playing it safe, because let's be honest, who doesn't love finger painting? But I didn't pick it because it was safe. I picked it because I was always honest and upfront about who I was and what I love.
There's more to that. I will say, just as a footnote, every year the winner of this award gets published in the Cornfield Review's online supplement, so that'll be available sometime over this summer. So now, I would like to shift gears and welcome to the stage my partner in all sorts of English-related crimes, Stuart LaShawn, for the Howard Honors Book Award. academic excellence at The Ohio State University at Marion, Mr. Ralph Howard and Mrs. Joanne Howard Hoffman. Recipients receive a financial award of $200, which is applied to the semester's tuition. Each student also receives a book applicable to the discipline of the course and chosen by the faculty who selected them as award winners.
My privilege to teach both of the winners of this award this year. In my autumn English 11-10-02 class, first year composition, Sydney Marie Sullivan, please come up here. For her final research project and digital media presentation, Sydney used Ursula Le Guin's short story, The Ones Who Walk Away from Homeless, context and a springboard for a deep dive into child neglect in the foster care system. Sydney not only received the highest grade in the class for a research project, but the highest grade in the class as well. Her honors book award, I'm honored to award you, Sydney, The Unreal and the Real Selected Short Stories of Ursula K. This semester, in my English 2260H, or honors production of poetry class, I'd like to ask Amrita Maganti to come on the stage. Amrita is a student in my this semester in my English 2260 class. It's a relatively small class with very talented and bright students, a number of whom were contenders for this award, but Amrita stood out. Her enthusiasm and intelligence that she brought to class discussions and the various writing projects we did, in addition to her good humor, her good spirit, her curiosity, and her deep engagement with the course material was and is infectious. We, the fellow voyagers of the sweet poetic waters in the class, have profited so much from her presence among us. For her honors book award, I'm honored to award Amrita the Vintage Book of Contemporary World Poetry, edited by J.D. McClatchy. And now it's my honor to introduce one of our other partners of English Crimes on campus, Professor Nathan Wallace, to present the creative writing.
The Creative Writing Award is presented to outstanding students who have participated in the OSU Marion Literary Awards competition. Students are recognized for their creative writing achievements in predetermined categories and chosen by judges who are published writers in or outside of the Ohio State Marion community. And the two winners will each receive a $100 prize. Now, it is especially gratifying for me personally to be delivering our annual Creative Writing Award tonight, because I've been given the honor of announcing on behalf of the English department, who have voted unanimously on the matter, that this prize will no longer be called the Ohio State University at Marion Creative Writing Award. Now we've decided to rename it after our esteemed colleague, Stuart LaShawn, so that therefore be known that, henceforth, this is the S.D. LaShawn Literary Award. This is the most appropriate thanks, I think, to our friend who invented this award in the first place, my friend, my mentor, my colleague here, Stuart LaShawn, who has taught and inspired generations of writers here at Marion. And because we have to have S.D. LaShawn on hand, this puts us in a very enviable position that we can have him assign these newly renamed awards personally, on the spot, to the winners. Their awards are I'm going to announce winners and honorable mentions, but I only have awards for the winners, and everyone else will have to wait until after the ceremony to get Stuart's autograph. So, here is. Oh, you have a special Okay. So for the S.D. LeSean Lyric Prize, the winner is Natalie Noel Klinsman for Emotions of the Moon. We shall describe her in her absence. The villanelle, the poetic form in which our winning poet has written Emotions of the Moon, is a most challenging form, and one that is quite obsessive as well, with its first and third lines of the first stanza repeated in a particular pattern throughout the rest of the poem, and its tightly wound line schemes. It's a form that forces the poet to stalk the subject, corner it, and not allow it to escape her fierce and steady interrogation. Our winning poet understands this aspect of the villanelle well, as she writes a villanelle centered upon an emotional smother. Quote, "My mother sheds tears of elfin as a moonlight lips, and a hapless, absent father, the absent reflection of I'm sorry my father's lips." These lines are repeated over and over in this poem as the I in the poem tries heartbreakingly to navigate through the gravitational pull of both parents. But as she can't escape the form of the villanelle multiple, here's the poem's concluding stanza. Sunlight shattered on my floor over these burning cliffs. The moon does not wonder how the sun and earth met, only why her mother sheds tears where there's a lingering trace from her absent father's reflection, with I'm sorry on her lips. Emotions of the Moon is a powerful and devastating experience for the reader. That this poet can achieve such effects speaks volumes to her skill, even as we, her readers, feel shattered for the poem speaker. That here on earth in the poem, whoever and wherever. So I'll mention honorable mention in the lyric category is Eliza Rodriguez for Prairie Bee Reverie. The level of language play in this poet's work, in this poem and others in her submissions, any one of which could have been selected for an honorable mention as well, is astonishing, inspiring, and engaging. Here is a simple sample stanza from Prairie Bee Reverie. I dreamt against saw-toothed trireme shores of me, as nodding, wry blush, awaiting money-lit star kissing. This poet's work is a joy and a pleasure to experience for both our eyes and our ears. Nicely done. Now, for the narrative prize for fiction and creative nonfiction, the winner is Donovan L. Albaugh for Maid of Starlight. To feel a deep sense of compassion, grief, and heartbreak, even for a prehistoric lion who comes across the dead body of his older sibling, that is the accomplishment of Maid of Starlight. Love comes into the equation as well, as the younger sibling Violet, seriously wounded himself, lays alongside of his fallen brother Jack, pressing his face in just beneath his chin like always. He threaded his tail over Jack's flank, like always, ignoring that his thick fur was stiff with dried blood now. Violet closed his eyes and slept, still in the safety of Jack's company, just like always. But that's not quite the end. The story is bookended in the front and the back by convincingly written excerpts, one written by an expert on prehistoric lions for an article published in the National Geographic in 1911, and another more recent from an Omaha newspaper explaining how the bones of the lion in the favorite exhibit at the local Natural History Museum were really the bones of two lions, one younger and one older. It's an ingenious device, the earlier piece to set the stage of the story to four hearts feel one more pang of tremulous heartbreak for the fate of those two poor animals who live over 100,000 feet below the ocean. The story is a tour de force, one that should be celebrated with gratefulness to the author who produced it. And then for honorable mention in the narrative category is a story called The Wall by Jack Harden. This story, which features two married astronauts who had a fierce argument in which they barked at each other like dogs on opposite sides of the gate, is about healing. More specifically, the story, centered on the husband who leaves their spaceship and renders some needed repairs to the hull, is a metaphor about healing. As the ship is repaired, so is a marriage, and we readers are better off for having read such a story. Thank you. I would like now to introduce Kutsia Amina, who will present the Babbage Writing Award.
Good evening, everyone. Make sure I turn the pages here. So, I'm here to present the Beach Writing Award. Each year, campus faculty selects one or two students who demonstrate excellence in writing to receive the Beach Writing Award. This year's award is for the best paper written by a freshman or a sophomore, and junior or a senior. The award winner receives $250, which is applied toward this semester's tuition. This award is sponsored by the Beach Fund, which recognizes the generosity of the late Robert and Marilyn Babich, in whose names the scholarship fund was established. You can see the full list of the nominees for this award in your programs. Congratulations to all the nominees. The two winners in the freshman and sophomore category are Emma J. Gorenflo for the paper The Bystanders of Omelas for the English 1110-02 course. It's an honors first year in English composition course taught by Dr. Stuart Lishon. Our second winner in this category is Anurag Mishra for the paper Achilles in Vietnam for the course Classics 2020 taught by Dr. Katie Rask. The winner in the junior and senior category is Patery James for the paper What is Evolutionary Origin of Bioluminescence for the course EEOB 3310 taught by Dr. Susan Gershman. Patery is not here with us. Thank you. Now I would like to invite Dr. Melissa Petriaca to present the Biological Sciences Award.
The Ohio State Marion Biological Sciences Award annually recognizes one outstanding junior or senior biology major currently enrolled at the Marion campus. The award recipient must demonstrate strong academic credentials, attaining at least a 3.5 grade point average, evidence of out-of-class learning and research experience in biology or other related fields, and evidence of outreach and community engagement in biology or related fields. The winner, chosen by the Marion Campus Biological Sciences faculty, receives $200 towards a semester of enrollment, made possible by the Marion STEM Scholarship Fund. The nominees for the Biological Sciences Award are, and please stand as I say your names, Kirsten Daly,
excellent work in these classes, asks interesting questions, displays a friendly and welcoming attitude, and is overall a pleasure to teach. Outside of class, she serves the campus community in many leadership roles and is passionate about building and maintaining strong relationships between OSU Marion and the broader Marion community. I am pleased to announce that the winner of the Biological Sciences Award is Kirsten B. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Ryan Yoder to present the Ohio State Marion Chemistry Award.
Thank you, Melissa. Good evening, everyone. This is usually the point of the show where we come to a screeching halt so I can tell a bad chemistry joke. Unfortunately, this year I don't have one. But thankfully, I had lunch with my daughter. She's in first grade today, and I told her the dilemma I had. And she said, "Daddy, I have a joke you can tell." And so she said, "What do you call a mad scientist?" I thought it was going to be Daddy, but she said, "You call them science-ly crazy." I was like, instead of seriously crazy? Yeah. Like, well, you're 7, you know, your material needs a little work, but... So if you don't mind, I'll tell her that there was uproarious laughter. And that was an original joke she came up with on the spot, so I know she thinks after her father. So the Ohio State Marion Chemistry Award is presented to an outstanding chemistry student currently enrolled at the Marion campus. The recipient must have completed at least one chemistry course at the Marion campus in 2 consecutive semesters during the academic year, and recipients are selected by the Marion chemistry faculty for a variety of criterion, including but not limited to their work in and out of the classroom. And so the winner of this award receives $200 towards this semester of enrollment made possible by the Marion STEM Scholarship Fund. And so it's my privilege to recognize a student of mine who is not only one of the best organic chemistry students I've had in recent memory, but is one of the best research students I've had in recent memory as well, whose only flaw seems to be that she works too hard, too fast, and too much for me to keep up with. And so it's a great honor to award Lily Schneider with the OSU Marion Chemistry Award. Lily could not be here, so I assume that means I get to pocket the $200? Maybe not. So it's also my honor and privilege to present the Charles River Laboratory Award for Biology and Chemistry Research. And this award recognizes student excellence in research, scholarship, and service to the Ohio State University at Marion campus and community. One student is granted this annual award sponsored by Charles River Laboratories in Ashland, Ohio. Recipients are full-time Marion students and have a 3.0 minimum grade point average. They must have completed at least 2 semesters of research with a biology or chemistry faculty member and are required to present their research at the annual symposium. And I have the privilege to also award one of my students with this award who has done 2 years of research with me and who, if I can steal the puns from earlier, has been a bright ray of sunshine for her entire time at the Marion campus, who we are sad will be departing, but are very pleased she'll be staying in the Ohio State family as she goes to the graduate nursing program to specialize in midwifery this summer. And so we're pleased to honor Maria Isabel Ruana. And now it's my honor to introduce Dr. Renee Foley to present the next award.
All right, so it is my pleasure to announce the Andy Vick Biology and Chemistry Research Award. This award recognizes student excellence in research, scholarship, and service to the Ohio State University Marion campus and community. Recipients of this award receive $1,000 from the Marion STEM Scholarship Fund. The recipients must be full-time Marion students and have a 3.0 minimum grade point average. Eligible students have completed 2 semesters or more of research with a biology or chemistry faculty and are committed or committed to the next semester. Students are also required to present their research at the OSU Marion Annual Research Symposium, which we completed yesterday. So it is my honor to present this award to a student who began in my research lab in autumn 2022. And even though he had only been in my lab for a few weeks, I noticed right away how quick he learned things and his incredible attention to detail. He worked part-time doing research over the summer of 2023 and then took more of a leadership role in my lab, helping to train new students. He was originally planning on graduating in December 2023, but since he was planning a gap year in medical school, I was like, well, hey, how about you just graduate a semester later? And he was like, okay. And I was like, really? All right. And so he essentially stayed on for another semester solely to do research with me and hopefully got a lot out of it, and that he was able to present at a national conference and collected enough data almost single-handedly to publish a paper. He has developed into an independent researcher that I can depend on to train students, collect data, and essentially keep my lab running on a day-to-day basis. So I am incredibly proud to present the Andy Vick Award to Carson Archer. And I will now introduce Eric Lumper to present the Earth Science Award.
The Ohio State Marion Earth Science Award annually recognizes one student who has shown exceptional aptitude and work ethic in their completion of one or more earth science courses offered in the current academic year. Candidates may be enrolled in any academic program at the Ohio State University, and the recipient of this award is selected by Ohio State Marion Earth Science faculty. This year's award winner has displayed exceptional aptitude in all aspects of the courses in which they're enrolled. For example, in the Earth Science Lab course, we give the students samples, and I give the students identifications of those samples, and they are required to make their own identification guides through the semester that they then will use on their lab practical. It's admittedly a pretty tough task for them. It forces them to become observers and learn to rank those observations to create effective guides. That lab practical was today, and I am proud to announce that the award winner of this award got a perfect score. And not only got a perfect score, but had the best descriptions of any of the samples, or any of the students in the class. So it's my honor to present this award to Molly Nicole Murphy. With that,
exceptional character, promise in the field of engineering, and grade point average. Thanks to the generosity of Mr. Ron Kramer, each of our students receives $1,000 toward tuition. My colleagues and I looked carefully at the records of students who meet the award criteria. This year, we have selected 3 students to receive this award. So please come to the stage as I announce your names. The first winner is Everett Travis Tell. The next awardee is Justin Thomas Theo. And the third awardee is Raghav Jagan. Thank you, everyone.
So students at the Marion campus have the opportunity to enroll in Music 2202.03 University Chorus. And tonight, our chorus will perform 93 Million Miles under the direction of Sophia Anderson. Thank you.
must be a sophomore rank or above and show particular promise as PE teachers. Awarded during the student teaching semester, this scholarship helps to cover education program expenses for the winner. The amount of the award varies depending on funding and the number of scholarships awarded. Recipients are selected by the education faculty and staff through the generosity of Ohio State alumni Dr. Heidi R. Reese and Mr. Michael J. Reese. With a 3.9 GPA, this year's recipient started her scholarship application by saying that her inspiration for pursuing a degree in primary education was her experience mentoring a young girl in the PALS program. She wrote that she strives to be the best teacher and mentor she can be for this and for future students. She first demonstrated her commitment to teaching and to young people by volunteering in an elementary art program at the age of 15. Then she worked with students between the ages of 3 and 18 as a gymnastics coach and worked at the Boys and Girls Club. Writing of her present and her future, she stated, "My growth has been astronomical because of my professors, peers, and students, who are all mentors to me. I hope to have the same
providing them growth opportunities and support. It is my very great pleasure to present the Dan and Mildred Mitchell Education Endowed Scholarship for Autumn 2024 Student Teaching to Isabella, known as Izzy Bernardi. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. James Genova to present the Hamilton History Awards.
Thank you, and good evening. I'm going to be that person at the Oscars that wins and then goes off script and messes up. But I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to acknowledge the important role that the Rose has played in my career. He started as dean the year I started here, and I know that my career would not be what it is in terms of teaching or scholarship without the unwavering support that he has given me and the history program here on the Marion campus over all these years. So I just wanted to offer a personal thank you for everything that you have done. So it is my pleasure this evening to present two awards in history made possible by the generosity of the late Oliver E. Hamilton, who was a major in history here on this campus. The Oliver E. Hamilton Writing Award in History is given to the two students who have been recognized by their professors as writing the best paper in a lower and best paper in an upper division history course. The recipients receive a $500 award, which they can blow any way they want. Students, will you please come to the stage after I announce your name. The winner in the lower level history course this year goes to Adrian Renee Schiffer. Adrian's paper was Historic Women versus a Tyrannic Government. That was produced in History 2610, The Introduction to Women and Gender in the United States. The instructor, Dr. Margaret Sumner. The winner in the upper level history course is Dallas Lauren White. Dallas wins something every year, so I think she's excited. This year she won for her paper Tang China and Feminine Pollution in History 3411, Gender and Sexuality in China, the instructor, Dr. Amanda Resmus. Also, I'd like to award the Oliver Hamilton History Award, which is presented to the junior or senior history major with the highest grade point average and who has performed consistently well in history courses on the Marion campus over their graduate career. The recipient of this award receives $750, again, below the grade award. And the winner this year is Evan Cole William Clark. So now I'd like to introduce Dr. Nicole Paxson, to present the Ohio State Marion Psychology Research Award and the Hannah Russell Community Impact.
Good evening. So the first award I'm here to present is the Ohio State Marion Psychological Research Awards. This award celebrates research in the field of psychology It recognizes one student research project conducted in a faculty-mentored setting and one student research project conducted in a psychology course. All students enrolled in psychology courses or conducting faculty-mentored research are eligible for this award. Before I announce the winners that are listed in your program, I do want to say that this year it was so difficult to choose. We had several nominees. We met in my office for a fist fight, and Dr. Tokol won. Which is funny if you know us. Not so if you don't. And that's comedy. So the winner of the faculty mentored setting research is Sal Willis. Presenting the work that she got this award for at the Midwestern Psychological Association meeting. So, but the second award winner is here, and she won for research that she conducted in Dr. Toka's course, Matt Yates. The second award is the Hannah Russell Community Impact Award. This award recognizes students engaged in community outreach. It's given in memory of Hannah Russell, class of 2014, whose passion was social justice. This award is presented to psychology majors and minors involved in community service in a volunteer, internship, or service learning capacity. I'm going to talk about the contributions to the community for both of these students because a lot of overlap in what they chose to do. So both, maybe I should invite them both to the stage first. So Stephanie Carrick and Abby Smith. So I'd probably be here all night if I tried to enumerate all of the things that these two have done for the community. But both Stephanie and Abby were students in my language development course, which is a service learning course, and they both took lead on helping us develop a book walk on the Marion Tallgrass Trail. So if you've ever had the pleasure of hiking that trail, you may have seen them. They both are longtime PALS mentors. Izzy, just a few minutes ago. And in fact, both Sal and Matt were former PALS mentors as well. PALS mentors work with children here in the Marion community. So Stephanie and Abby both have spent an hour every week of the semester working with children to provide a stable adult presence in their life. And Stephanie and Abby were also part of a summer research and service project last year, the Reading Together in Marion project. They did research in the archives at the Marion Women's Club. They read to children at the summer reading sites and collected literacy narratives from folks around Marion. That display has been in various venues in Marion, I think 4 different ones so far, and we keep getting requests, so it'll be on display in future events, future venues as well. So these two have had a huge impact on the community and are so deserving of this award.
Honors Award.
Good evening, thank you. The William K. Davis Honors Scholarship recognizes members of the Ohio State Marion Undergraduate Honors Program. Students are honored for their exceptional academic work and motivation to accept opportunities that significantly enhance the quality of their education through undergraduate research. Students considered for this award demonstrate engagement in challenging coursework, participate in academic programs with breadth, depth, and interact with professors and students at a highly intellectual level. Thanks to the generosity of Ron Kramer, a scholarship of $1,500 is awarded to the recipient. I don't think they can blow it any way they want. I think it goes towards tuition. A number of honor students submitted applications along with letters of recommendation for faculty for this award. However, there was one student who stood out among those strong applications. This student is an engineering student, but he can't seem to narrow down which particular engineering major he'd like to do. He began in engineering technology, then moved to mechanical engineering, and I believe is now planning to pursue computer science engineering. The problem is he's good at all of them, and he can't decide. I've had the pleasure of talking with the student about their engineering projects for 2 years, and each time it's a new, fascinating, but very different topic. It's amazing. First, I met him, he was talking about connecting an optical sensor to a CNC plotter, something. And I believe that project was done in the first year engineering course here on campus, and participated in a competition in Columbus and won an award for university-wide first year engineering projects. Then after that he developed with Dr. Mentor, Dr. Kutsia Tamina, some software and a little machine that fits on a glove that scans the room and can tell you if you're visually impaired. It'll tap on your hand, oh, there's a wall to your left. Oh, you're about to run into something in front of you. I don't know how he did this, but he did. Haptic sensors on a wearable glove. And then he's presented these works at Made in Marion Expo. He's at the Honda Manufacturing Days. And yesterday, at his second research colloquium last year and this year. Yesterday there was a brand new collaboration that I thought he was going to do the glove thing at the colloquium, but he had something to do up his sleeve. The title was collaboration with Dr. Tamina and a faculty member from the Webster Medical Center. I believe that's the same collaboration on electrocaloric materials for water harvesting. I'm amazed by his enthusiasm, the breadth of his knowledge, and practical engineering skills. And beyond that, he's just a really nice guy, too, which is fantastic. The Davis Honors Scholarship Award winner for this year is John Simonis. As the director of the Honors Society, Honors Program on our campus, I've had the pleasure of working with the Griffin Society, which is our honors students, and they formed a committee to present the Griffin Honors Society Teaching Award. And so to present that award tonight, I'd like to introduce 3 of our honors students. I believe 2 of them are here tonight. Jesus Valencia, Waisika Valencia, Marcus Frias, and Rubandir Karikopala.
Hi everyone, I'm Rubandir, and this is Marcus, and we are both part of the Griffin Society. And the Griffin Society is an honor society where we encourage academic excellence and success through participation in honors courses and Griffin Society recognizes superior undergrad teaching ability from senior lecturers, teachers, or teaching associates at the Ohio State University of Maryland.
The recipient was chosen through a series of nominations and awards created by our committee of honor students. We narrowed down the student nominations to 4 finalists, who then provided a personal statement about why they got to teaching and what the award would mean to them. The ballot of finalists was open to all students at Ohio State Marion.
And the recipient this year for the Griffin Honor Society Award is Dr. Tiffany Curtis.
Introduce Dr. Katie Broggs, who presents the Marion Campus Teaching Awards.
Since 2012, the Teaching Excellence Awards have recognized faculty who inspire an exceptional level of learning in their students. This year, the committee, which I chair, was struck by the level of commitment among all nominees to student learning, not only inside but also outside of the classroom. The 3 recipients exemplify the campus's mission of teaching the whole student and our endeavor to connect student learning in the classroom to the global contexts in which we live. The first award recipient literally travels the globe with students. He is dedicated to the success of students both on campus and off, taking on the awesome responsibility of traveling with them to places such as France, Italy, and Spain. Besides teaching the new GE Launch course, which helps students begin to navigate their new lives as college students, he also teaches in his own fields, exposing students to the languages, literatures, and cultures of French and Arabic. He thus immerses students in the language and cultures that he teaches and expands their understandings of our global community. Let's have a round of applause for Dr. Zuhair Al-Amin. Sadly, due to a death in the family, Zuhair cannot be with us tonight, but he will receive his plaque when he returns to campus. Okay, our next awardee helps students recognize how classical antiquity connects to their lives in the present. For one lesson, and the committee thought this was very, very cool, she brought ancient Greek pottery fragments from OSU's Museum of Classical Archaeology to our campus for the day for students to examine. Additionally, she asked students to apply archaeological skills to sites around Marion, which has prompted them to attend more deliberately to the living history around them and better understand how to look at the world through archaeological lenses. Congratulations to Dr. Katie Rice. Our final recipient goes above and beyond to provide both current and future Marion campus students with hands-on science and engineering experiences that help them think critically about technology and prepare them for problem-solving careers in emerging fields. Additionally, she approaches education as a path for students to become future leaders in a global, collaborative, and interdisciplinary society. Congratulations to Dr. Kutsia Tamina.
great honor to present the Ralph Howard Service Award representing Marion Campus Advisory Board. And the Ralph Howard Service Award is presented to an individual, member of the community, or organization which has contributed to the development of academic programs or the honors program and has made a significant impact on the quality of education at Ohio State University at Marion. This award recognizes the lifelong contributions to academic excellence at Ohio State Marion by Mr. Ralph Howard and his wife, Mrs. Joanne Howard Hoffman. So, the recipient this year, since 2015, has been the director of Marion Can Do. Prior to that, he was the director of economic development in Delaware County, and that was from 2009 to 2014. And from 2000 to 2009, he was the director of economic development for the city of Delaware. And finally, 93 to 2000, he was economic development director for the city of Chillicothe. He has a Master's of Arts in International Development from Ohio University, and he also has a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Ohio State. He has a military career as well. He was a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy in tactical intelligence. And in the past 5 years, he has participated in over $500 million in corporate expansions and new construction in the last 5 years in Marion, Ohio, as we all know, as it rebounds from several decades of losses. So I'd like to introduce and congratulate Gus Comstock.
Honors Thesis. This award recognizes the academic research efforts of a senior undergraduate who has completed a research thesis under the guidance of their faculty advisor. Students defend their thesis in front of a faculty committee. Students completing a thesis in their discipline area will graduate with a research distinction on their diploma. We have one recipient this semester, Sally Gino Willis, and the project is What Makes a STEM Major, an attitude, strength, approach to understanding intentions to pursue higher education in STEM subjects among undergraduate students. Her advisor was Dr. Vanessa Sawicki in psychology. So I did hear earlier that Sal is not here tonight, am I correct? So we will definitely let her know. So thank you, we'll applaud. And now I'd like to recognize, I know I'm not John Meharry, I don't play him on TV, but I will go ahead with this. The Ohio State Marion Undergraduate Research Colloquium, oh my goodness, highlights student research to the Marion campus and surrounding community each spring. The colloquium consists of a poster session where students display and discuss their projects along with answering questions about their research. Research projects may originate from undergraduate coursework in any discipline or academic level and formal research mentoring by a faculty member. This year's event was yesterday, Thursday, April 18, 2024, and included students from many disciplines, including biochemistry, English, evolutionary biology, environmental anthropology, mechanical engineering, machine learning, molecular genetics, psychology, and as well as presentations about student experiences with service learning through the second-year Transformational Experience Program and Pride Life Skills Program on our campus. The names and project titles of the participating students are listed in your program. Will those students who participated in this year's colloquium please stand and be recognized? All right, thank you so much. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Mariana Klaczko of Sociology to present the Undergraduate Academic Excellence Award.
Good evening. How are you doing? Everybody's awake? Excellent. So the Undergraduate Academic Excellence Awards presented to freshmen, sophomore, junior, and senior students recognized as outstanding by virtue of combined achievements in scholarship, leadership, and service to the Ohio State University of Marion. These awards are made possible through the Harvard Honors Fund and the Babbage Honors Fund. Students eligible for this award are among the strongest academically, but they also demonstrate positive qualities that extend beyond the classroom. They take advantage of opportunities to work, volunteer, study abroad, and participate in research. They maintain the highest GPAs of our students. Our committee consisted of myself, Sociology Department, and Jan Land, Mathematics Department, was tasked with the difficult decision of selecting the winners in the freshman, sophomore, and junior categories. In making our decision, we were looking for determination, perseverance, and aspiration manifested by the applicants. Additionally, the winners in each category were characterized by their willingness to engage in intellectually challenging activities, demonstrating academic curiosity, grit in overcoming the challenges on their pathways, desire to learn, as well as multifaceted college experience both in and out of the classroom. The winners will be called to the stage to receive a plaque along with the $1,000 scholarship that will be applied to their current semester's tuition. Please stand as I read your names and remain standing. Freshman nominees include Nicholas Kavanaugh, Morgan Christie, Hayden Collins, Nicole Duff, Cheyenne Danford, London Dunlap, Isaiah Durham, Marcus Frihas, Emma Garanflo, Jack Hammonds, Noor Hamza, Caitlin McFarlane, Brooks Nelson, Adam Niktash, Robert Palmer, Katrina Riggle, and Sydney Sullivan. For the freshman category, we selected 2 students. Marcus Rodney Frihas, with a 4.0 GPA, is a member of WSU Marion Honors Program. He volunteered to join the Honors Teaching Award Committee. He also volunteers as head coach for the 7th, 8th grade club basketball team. And his professors know that he's in top 5% of class performance. And the second winner for the freshman category is Emma Jade Garanflo. Marketing major with a 3.9 GPA, very involved in the Pay Forward project. Professor Stuart Lishan writes, Emma has distinguished herself in his class with her stellar writing and academic work. So the second category is the sophomore. Sophomore nominees, please stand as I read your names and remain standing. Gracie Burwell, Emma Hicks, Ryan Higgins, Rahab Jagan, Kirsten Libby, Rich Ryan, and Caitlin Kansas. For the sophomore category, this year's recipient is Rahab Jagan. Computer Science Engineering major, taken challenges classes here, participated in Buckeye Hackathon. Decathlon, tutors, helps in the lab for Dr. Mizrahi class. He's also a math tutor for the Academic Center. The next category is junior. Junior nominees, please stand as I read your names and remain standing. Alexander Bayer, Ian Heiss, Yusuf Cameron, Daniel Nivera, Lillian Schneider, Zachary Schwer, Taylor Spiegel, Chloe Springsteen. In the junior category, we selected Daniel Nivera. And professors tell us that he's in top 5% of the class performance. Our committee congratulates all award recipients again and wishes them the best of luck in their future endeavors. And now let me introduce John Mahary and Dana Bobitzer to present the Senior Undergraduate Excellence Award.
Hello again. For the Undergraduate Excellence Award for the senior category, the committee, consisting of Dr. Bobitzer and myself, the senior students who met the high eligibility requirements and were nominated by faculty are listed in your program. The award recipients will receive a plaque and a $1,000 award towards this semester's tuition. And I would like to mention that this year's senior class has had a most unusual college experience. This is the class that, for many of them, had their senior years of high school disrupted by the pandemic. They missed senior graduations, they began college online, they had to navigate all those challenges, stresses, and changes with the additional complexities of life in 2020. To all members of that class, we recognize your achievements amid those extraordinary circumstances. So, as I read the names for the Senior Award, the nominees, please stand and hold your applause until I try to get through all the names. And then we will announce the winner. So, Adam Brown, Tyra Hicks, Sarah Holbrook, Stephanie James, Stephanie Carrick, Natalie Klensman, Olivia Longhenry, Taylor Obenauer, Izzy Pinardi, Jacob Redmond, Michelle Rennie, Maria Ruano, Abigail Smith, Sarah Smith, Morgan Stiff, Colin Thacker, Sal Willis, Michaela Reitzel, and Matt Yates.
So I'm going to say you all were very impressive to start with, and the fact you did it during the pandemic, I don't care that they said it ended last year, it's been something. So we went rogue and picked 2 recipients, and I hope we can afford it. Our first recipient of an Undergrad Excellence Award at the senior level is described by one of her professors as an excellent student, intelligent, driven, and motivated, dedicated to using her knowledge to better her community, as well as resilient and willing to try something new. She's a psychology major, a member of the honors program. During her time here at Ohio State Marion, she's worked with Dr. Nicole Patson in a research lab and participated in a language development service learning course that she described as a life-changing experience. She's in the process of publishing scholarship about that. And she served as vice president of the Psychology Club, as well as a mentor and fellow in the PALS program. You've already heard about her tonight. So please join me in congratulating our first recipient of an Undergraduate Excellence Award, Stephanie Carrick.
it's my pleasure to announce the second winner for the senior category for this award. This student is a biology major, and they've been active in the campus community as co-founder of the Pre-Professional Club. They've been organizing speakers and events on campus with information about graduate students, graduate schools, and other professional degrees. Last year, they attended a student leadership conference for Black and Latinx students in Florida with Candace Floyd in our student life department. In addition, they've been heavily involved in research on our campus with Dr. Yoder and Dr. Booley in the chemistry and biochemistry labs for several years now, going above and beyond traditional coursework. They presented in our Community Scholars Seminar twice on different research projects, and recently did a thesis under the supervision of Dr. Yoder. I'll try and pronounce it. Computational study of GPR55 tertiary structure and potential mutation hotspots. About this student, Dr. Yoder wrote, "She's a fantastic role model for our student population. As a native of El Salvador," Maria, I wasn't supposed to say her name yet, so she might have had a hint already. "Maria has broken through every potential barrier placed in front of her to succeed. I have no doubt she will continue that success as she continues on to nursing school with the goal of becoming a midwife. I look forward to watching her continued success. Congratulations to Maria Ruano."
The C. Eugene Maynard Academic Excellence Award is presented each year to the outstanding senior student who has completed a significant portion of their studies on the Marion campus and has attained a minimum cumulative grade point average of 3.5. The award is funded by the Ohio State Alumni and the Ohio State Marion Honors Program. The recipient of this award receives an individual plaque and a $2,000 scholarship made possible by Ron Kramer that will be applied to their current semester's tuition. Their name will also be included on a perpetual plaque displayed on the Marion campus. As we've been doing, please stand when your name is called and remain standing. This year's Maynard Award nominees are Cindy Bacon, Ethan Castle, Bailey Decker, Ashley Unick, Kelly Garrett, Kyle Kaiser, Stephanie Carrick, Alyssa Kasanji, Jacob Redmond, Maria Ruano, Abigail Smith, Sarah Smith, Grace Wampler, Michaela Schaefer, and Michaela Gay. This year's, and you can sit down while I read the description. This year's recipient of the C. Eugene Maynard Academic Excellence Award is described by one of her faculty members as very organized and driven, as well as an outstanding student who demonstrated maturity, leadership, and is incredibly worthy of this award. She completed her bachelor's degree in biology in December, graduating magna cum laude with research distinction. While a student here, she worked with both Dr. Renee Boulay and Dr. Ruben Petreka in their laboratories, gaining valuable research experience. She translated those skills gained into 4 research presentations, including one at the American Chemist Society's National Conference, an undergraduate thesis on antibiotic resistance, and a co-authored publication. Moreover, she gave back to our campus through her work with our STEM camp and academic success center, including tutoring microbiology. And did I mention she did that in 3.5 years? And there was a pandemic. So this summer she'll be beginning graduate studies in the Biomedical Sciences PhD program through Ohio State University School of Medicine. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the C. Eugene Maynard Academic Excellence Award, Michaela Schaefer.
Dr. Robert Zayer and I have one other award that we were tasked with selecting, and that is the John T. Mount Academic Excellence Award. That award is presented to an outstanding senior who began his or her studies at Ohio State Marion, but transitioned to the Columbus campus to complete their studies. This award is also funded by the Ohio State Marion Honors Program, and the recipient of the award receives a plaque, an individual plaque, a $2,000 award, and their name will also be on a perpetual plaque displayed out in the lobby on our campus. This award is also determined by our committee and based on the application of the candidates, faculty recommendations, grade point averages, and student research. So there's a long list of nominees that are in your program, and I happen to know most of them aren't able to make it tonight, so I'm in the interest of move along. So please read the names, and let's have a round of applause for the people who did. Of those students listed, our committee read through all of the submitted applications, and one student stood out as consistently excellent academic achievement, strong recommendations for faculty, and a very strong record of work on faculty-mentored research on our campus. She began coming to the Marion campus while still in high school as a CCP student. After high school, she settled on a major in psychology and began working with Dr. Daddis on projects around adolescent behavior, presenting her work at our research colloquium. On campus, she's been involved in many other aspects of our campus. She's been involved in the psychology club, social work club. She was on the homecoming court. Again, she was participating in the PALS program. I seem to think participating in the PALS program gets you awards. Her strong academic pursuits continued as she transitioned to the Columbus campus for her final semesters before graduating last December. Her passion for working with children started through the PALS program, and her research has led her to pursue a career in pediatric nursing. She will begin work towards that nursing degree this fall. The winner for the John Mount Award for 2024 is Sydney Harris.
The Dean's List. To earn a spot on the Dean's List at The Ohio State University, a student must earn a term grade point average of at least 3.5 and at least 12 credit hours of graded coursework. Throughout the summer and fall of 2023, nearly 30% of our student body were on the Dean's List. That's pretty exciting, guys. Your program lists those students who met the criteria during summer and autumn semesters. If you are one of these students, please stand. The Associate of Arts degree is available only on the regional campuses of The Ohio State University. For many students, the attainment of the AA degree marks the halfway point to a bachelor's degree. Students are eligible for the AA degree once they have earned a minimum of 60 semester credit hours, 33 of those being in specific course categories. Between summer and autumn 2023, 52 students on the Marion campus have been awarded an Associate of Arts degree. 67 more students are candidates for their Associate of Arts degree for spring 2024. Since its inception in 1980, over 5,000 Marion campus students have earned their Associate of Arts degree. These students were celebrated earlier today in a special ceremony for all of our degree candidates, but we wish to recognize their achievements here tonight. The students' names can be found in your printed program. I ask all of these students to stand and be recognized, please. It's also my pleasure to recognize those students who have received or will be receiving this semester their bachelor's degree and/or teacher certification. Those who have already earned a degree or licensure this academic year, as well as the candidates for the current term, are listed in your program. These students were also recognized earlier today at a special ceremony here on the Marion campus and will receive their diplomas at the commencement held on the Columbus campus on Sunday, May 3rd. We do wish to recognize their achievements here tonight, and those students' names can also be found in your printed program. Would those students please also stand up to be recognized? Well, as we wrap up this, yes, I said it, as we wrap up this evening's program, I hope you feel a sense of awe at the wonderful work our students are doing here at OSU Marion. Can I get everyone here to say congratulations? 1, 2, 3, congratulations! Yes. All right, well, thank you so much for attending tonight. Please join us in a few minutes out in the lobby for a reception. But at this time, I would like all of you to please stand and join in the singing of Common Ohio.